And we are back for another night of Morrowind. Hope everyone's week has been good. Mine was a nice short week because it was a holiday Monday here in Ontario. We're going to play some more Morrowind. If you have not been following along, we have been trying to prove that we are the reincarnation of the ancient Dunmer hero Nerevar. And part of fulfilling the prophecies that would indicate that we really are Nerevar Reborn. So we need to get all the Ashlander tribes to acknowledge that we are the Nerevarine, which is their title for Nerevar Reborn. And so we have done 2 of the 4 tribes. We are working on the Zainab tribe now. And we killed a young vampire for the leader of the Zainab, but he's still not satisfied. He insists we find him a wife as well. Highborn Telvanni wife, which is not really doable. The Telvanni are not going to marry off one of their daughters to the Ashlanders. So what the Zainab wise woman suggested is that we trick the leader of the Zainab and buy a slave and say, hey, you want to not be a slave anymore and instead be the wife of the head of an Ashlander tribe, and just tell him that she's a highborn Telvanni. So I guess we're going to do that, even though it's icky. And we are going to Telerune, where there is a slave market. Previously, we purchased all the slaves and set them free. So hopefully they have someone for us and we haven't ruined that path. But we shall see. I think we have to walk around this way. Pretty sure it's outdoors where we need to be. And also, if you've never tuned in before, I would be remiss if I did not mention that I am raising money for the Toronto Hospital for Sick Children as a part of Extra Life. Extra Life is an event that happens every year. Well, really, it's a year-round fundraising thing. But it connects gamers from all over the world with their local Children's Miracle Network hospitals and lets them raise money by gaming. Every year in November, it'll be the 3rd and 4th for me. There is Game Day, which is a 24-hour gaming marathon. I will be streaming the entire thing. It will be my 7th time doing so. So please join me, donate, be generous. There will be various incentives. I'll be talking about this fundraiser a little more when we take a break later on. But it'll be a good time. I'll game for 24 hours. You'll keep me company. It'll be great. Okay. So yes, we already purchased all of these slaves. But let's talk about something special. So she says, you need a slave to pose as a highborn Telvanni lady. Sweet Alma, that Sanumu Zabamet, that's the wise woman of the Zainab tribe, and her cunning plans. I do have the slave you want, Falura Lervu, a pretty Dunmer girl. But first you must get an exquisite shirt, an exquisite skirt, and exquisite shoes to dress her in. Go get these exquisite clothes and bring them to me, and we will discuss a price for her. So I actually knew we were going to need this, so to save you the tedium of finding a clothier and buying the stuff, I bought the stuff already. So she says, yes, the clothes are perfect. Hold on to them, you'll give them to her when you bought her. But she needs one more thing to coach Faluru Lervu to play the part of a highborn Telvanni lady. Just the thing we need is Telvanni Bug Musk perfume, which I also already have, and it's going to make her irresistible. So, she says, you have the Bug Musk, excellent. Don't give it to me, you'll give it to her when you bought her. So, for this superb specimen, skillfully coached to play her part in my little scheme, she is pleased to accept from me the modest sum of $1,200. And she's only offering me the special price out of friendship for Sanu Muzabamit. Fine. That's all right.
Is there something I can
All
do
right,
for
so
you?
here she
Is there
is.
something I can do for you, Outlander?
Disturbing. So she says she's been taught well, no one's going to know the difference. She's a little anxious about marrying an Ashlander, but anything is better than being a slave. She's tough and smart and determined to make the best of her chances. So, yes, we have some presents for her. So, yeah, we gave her some really expensive clothes and some nice perfume. She's going to do everything to please her husband-to-be. She's really excited. She can't wait. I'm going to let her know that I'm the Nerevarine. She says, what? But you're an Outlander and an orc to boot, which they probably weren't expecting. She says, how can that be? Such wonders in the world. Before I was a slave, now I am a companion of the Nerevarine and the bride of a Zainab chief. So yes, come with me. If I need to, I'll kill that guy later. But for now, you're going to come with me and take your chances with him. So I think what we got to do is take the boat to Voss. Or I think we have to take the boat to Telmora, then to Voss, and then we can get to the Zainab camp. Because I don't want to make her swim in her new expensive clothes, and also I would be a little concerned that fish would eat her. Because fish are always trying to eat me when I'm swimming.
Hey, wait for me.
I'm waiting. I'm trying to find the boat. Where's the dock? Okay, the dock is like south, due south of here. Sorry, I was going the wrong direction, lady. Yes, come with me, come with me. Don't fall behind.
Hey, wait for me.
Okay, she's getting a little confused, and of course, she cannot run as fast as I can, so I am forced to be super slow so that she doesn't freak out that I'm getting too far away. Running backwards the entire time to make sure she's still with me. Come on. We're off to start your new life. Okay. So that's great info. The ship we're going to take is called the Saucy. Oh, so we can go straight to Voss. So we are going to go straight to Voss. Okay. Valura is still with us. So now we're going to head southwest to the Zainab camp. And I'm just going to get my axe summoning spell ready. This is actually not the most dangerous area to be wandering around in, but I don't want her to get killed on my way to fulfilling the prophecy. That would be a really dumb way to doom the world. Oh, yep. Get attacked by a Quama Forager. Oh, for Pete's sake. I hit her with my axe. So, we're gonna heal her. I'm sure I have a spell that does it. Sorry. Again, so sorry. It'd be really bad if that was how the world becomes doomed, let me tell you. Alright, I'm gonna rush ahead, kill these things before they can get in the way.
Hey, wait for me.
I'm waiting. Continuing our journey, I'm just gonna save my game quickly in case I accidentally split her open with an axe. That is a Nyx hound, and they are generally aggressive. But their meat is good for making potions that keep my energy levels up. There's a lot of wick wheat too, which is a great ingredient. Oh, we got a Daedra. Okay. I'm actually going to capture the soul of this one. It's nice to have one of these. This is a golden saint, so they have like one of the most powerful souls in the games. And when you have... I don't know why my inventory's messed up there. When you have soul gems, you can use the soul trap spell. When you kill an enemy affected by the spell, it traps their soul. And you use these. Sure, I'll take the shield too. Why not? You use these souls to enchant items. So to make magical items of your own devising, you need these soul gems. I'm not sure what a golden saint is doing out here in the Grayslands. But she tried to kill us, so. This... Okay. Who we got now? Who are you attacking? Oh, beetle? Okay. She's aggressive. She's gonna beat that giant beetle to death with her fists. Okay. More wildlife. I'm gonna rush ahead so she doesn't get in my way. Good. Don't get stuck on the rocks, please. Good. We're almost there. Uh-oh. Fell in a hole. Come on up. Don't fall in that hole, please. Please don't fall in that weird hole. It's like a problem with the geometry there. Come on, come on. Out of the hole. Alright, I'm not dealing with this. I'm just going to load my game. We'll avoid the hole this time. Okay, we're going to strike a little more south. There's the Nyx hound.
Hey, wait for me.
I'm coming. Now we're going to go west up this way.
Hey, wait for me.
Here's the beetle. And shock resin I don't really need, so I'm not gonna pick that up. Come on, lady. We're going this way this time. We're going the other way around. I don't want you falling in a pit.
Hey, wait for me.
Okay, who are you attacking? A rat. She is just up for any fight that comes her way. She might do quite well with the Ashlanders, actually. Just about there. I think we can take the road from here.
Hey, wait for me.
Don't be such a slowpoke. It's just over this rise. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to take her to the wise woman or the chief directly. Okay, apparently I'm going to present her to the Ashkan himself. Okay. Wild guar. I do not need the guar hide. We're almost there. You can see the yurts up ahead. Okay, who are you fighting? Yeah, she's gonna be great. She's gonna do just fine here. Maybe they'll even give her a weapon.
Hey,
where are you going? Come on, come on. Time to meet your new husband. We'll check in on the wise woman first. See what she says. If she approves. Okay. So she just says, nothing new.
How wonderful.
Alright, I thought she'd be really impressed with the job we did here. We My Fair Lady'd it. Okay. Where is... Okay. Alright, here we are. We're going to introduce her to her new husband. She says, here we are safely, and this fine man, he is to be my bridegroom? He is very distinguished looking, isn't he? A bit severe, perhaps, but the lines on his face there show that he likes to smile. Oh, Sirrah, I think I will be very happy.
Is there something I can do for you, Alkan?
So she likes the look of him, at least. Yes, I have come with your Telvanni bride. He says, this is my new bride. I am very pleased with your gift, though she is not so generous in the hips as I would like. Yes, I believe he told us he would like someone with generous hips for bearing lots of sons, but he says he'll now name me the Zainab Nerevarine, war leader of the Zainab and protector of the people. He will give me the Zainab thong, an enchanted heirloom of the tribe, which shall be assigned to all Dunmer that the Zainab have named me Nerevarine. Excellent. Perfect. So I'll ask her about her husband again. She says that she's very pleased with Ashkan Kaushid. He is good-looking, clever, and rich, though a bit full of himself, like all men. Thank you for being my matchmaker and benefactor, and I hope you will return to visit when I have brought many fine sons and daughters to Ashkan Kaushid. Okay, great, man. So I ask him what he thinks of his bride, and he says, "Psst, Outlander, do not think me such a fool. Of course I realize you have tricked me. I do not mind. In fact, I think you were very clever to hoodwink the chief of the Zainab, and I think that maybe a clever Nerevarine is not such a bad thing at all. Besides, now I am much happier with this fine young woman than I would have been with the stuck-up Telvanni lady. And here's a little gift from me. Perhaps when you wear it, you will think of Falura Lervu and me." So he gave me the Ashkan's wedding gift. Which is a shirt, I think? Yes, he gave me a really nice shirt. I'm going to wear it. That's really nice of him. And the thong is, I believe, a necklace? Yeah. It's a necklace that lets me cast Detect Animal. Thank you. Okay. Let me just chat with her a bit. Okay. So, we have 3 out of the 4 Ashlander tribes who have declared us Nerevarine. Now we have to go to the one that I have a really hard time pronouncing, which is the Arabenimson. Arabenimson. Yeah. That's how I'm going to say it. Arabenimson. They are near Telfir. I think probably Sadrith Mora is going to be the way to go. So, we're going to recall. I think I have a mark set somewhere not so annoying, or at least closer. Okay, I have a mark set in Teleroon. So that's quite a bit closer. I wonder if... no, Malagmar is not easier. I think I'm going to have to hoof it. So I'm going to put on my Boots of Blinding Speed. I'm going to cast my Put on Your Boots spell. Now, the Boots of Blinding Speed are cursed. You can see that they will 100% blind me if I put them on. But the Resist Magic effect, which I now am at 100%. I'm at 100% Resist Magic between my Natural Resistance as an Orc, my armor that I'm wearing, and the Put on Your Boots spell that I just cast. Resist Magic will never resist a good magical effect. So you won't resist healing spells that you cast on yourself when you have a high magic resistance. It will only resist negative spells, which means when I put my boots on here, I will resist the blindness and get the speed boost. Classic arranged marriage problems. They seem like they're going to be really happy. Hey, Obsidian Fury. Hey, Amazon Warrior. I'm sorry you had to miss the second time we were wife hunting in the game. It was good, though. They both seem like they're going to be very happy. Now we have to deal with the Arabenimson. This is the last of the 4 Ashlander tribes who we want to proclaim us Nerevar Reborn, so that we can fulfill the prophecies. Apparently, they are warlike and cruel, and they hate Outlanders, so it should be a really fun time. But there's no real good way to get to them. We have to hike cross country, which is why I put on my Boots of Blinding Speed so that I can zip all the way there. mud crab because crab meat is delicious and is good for potions that keep the energy level up, which I'm actually going to drink one right now. Here's a restore fatigue. The way fatigue works, and it's that little green bar in the lower left. I'm going to attack my fish. The lower your fatigue is, the harder it is to do everything. So your chance to successfully hit an enemy, your chance to avoid being hit. Oh, there's a little hut here.
There is no escape.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair. I did walk into your house. Sorry about that. Well, I hope he wasn't anyone important. Anyways, so the way fatigue works is it just impairs your ability to do everything when it is below 100%. So what we got to do is keep it as high as possible, as often as possible. So I will often drink my little energy drinks that I've brewed just to keep the levels up high. We got a tomb. Have I been in this one before? I have not. And there's a skeleton outside. Obviously, I'm going to check out the tomb. This is the Andis Ancestral Tomb. I'm going to see what there is to be found. Hi. Are we cool? Okay. Oh, you're not cool. But that guy's cool with me. Or he's sleeping on the job, I can't tell. He has no eyes. Slightly locked. I'm going to pull out a lockpick. Whoops. Where's my axe? $5. A trapped chest. I can disarm that trap. It's empty. Axe back in case the skeletons aren't as cool as the other one. Yeah, he's not. He's not as cool as the other guy. I have some orcish boots and a bone mold helm. I don't need either of those. Although the orcish armor is actually the best medium weight armor in the game. Oh, who's this? Got a Redoran Watchman's head. Those are rare. It's got some gold. It's got some armor on him. Alright. This guy's still here. I'm going to pick this lock. I'm going to get my axe out. This guy will attack me. Okay. It's a fairly normal tomb. Not much going on. Not a whole lot of adventure to be had. I like that one skeleton is not doing a great job, though. Okay. So the Erebenimson camp is close. Erebenimson? Erebenimson? I don't know. Take your plumes. Those are good for levitation potions. So I don't see them yet, but they're close. Oh, that's the camp over there. I see the yurts. So as I said, the Erebenimson we've been warned about. You can can actually check my journal. Any topic that you've talked about gets stored in the journal, which is super helpful, because this is not like modern games where you've got like a nice compass that points your way to where you're going on the map. They actually give you like directions. They'll say go out the east road from town until you find a big rock and then turn south. So it's nice to be able to reference those. You don't actually have to write them down. So let's see what they have to say about the Arabenimson. So they are bad people, badly led. They're greedy and cruel, have no respect for custom. Their Ashkan is ruthless and arrogant and surrounds himself with Gulakans like himself. Blood will be spilled, let it not be yours. There is one Gulakan of their tribe, Han Amu, who might be shaped as a new Ashkan. He is a weak reed, but his wise woman is strong and resourceful. So the wise woman is probably who we are going to talk to first. Oh, I heard the combat music start. One. Sometimes you don't want to wait for them to come down. Okay. So she's like, hey, you're that outlander who claims to be Nerevar Reborn. I was like, yeah, that's me. She says, no one cares about that. You just make us tired. Go away. Yeah, we don't like you. Go away. She says, southeast of the Arabenimson camp is an old stone place called Tusanen. This is where we send outlanders when we are tired of listening to them. Great, great. So she says, we know about the prophecies. They think they're dumb nonsense. Yeah, got some Ashlander wisdom for us. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what they could use. Anyway, we're going to talk to the wise woman and go from there. Okay, Manorai. So we were told to talk to. She says she's the wise woman of the Arabenimson. You're the outlander who claims to fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies. Do you seek my services or do you seek my counsel? So I'm like, yeah, I want to be named Nerevarine by you guys. And she's like, nope, never gonna happen while that guy and his buddies are alive. They all hate outlanders, they're proud and haughty, they will never allow an outlander to rule them. If you want to be Nerevarine, you have to kill Ulithpal and his supporters, and the Gulakans Ahaz, Ranabi, and Ashu Ahe. Then you must help me make peace-loving Arabenimson Gulakan Han Amu our Ashkan. Okay. But before anything else can be done, I gotta kill the boss and his buddies. So tell me about them. So Ahaz is Ulithpal's faithful bodyguard. He is not as strong or skilled as Ashu Ahe, but wherever I see Ulithpal, I will also see Ahaz. If I fight Ulithpal, I must also fight Ahaz. So Ulithpal, he's always in his yurt protected by his bodyguard. She's just a weak woman, and I'm sure you know best. But I would kill Ahaz first, the weaker of the two. And if I had secret magics and powers, I would use them to preserve me while I defend against two enemies at once. Okay. So tell me about Ashu Ahe. So he is a great fighter, the most strong and experienced. He wears enchanted armor and boasts that none of the Arabenimson can defeat him, not even Ulithpal. What about Ranabi? He's mean and solitary. He is cunning but relies too much on the power of his ancestors' enchantments. He is not so strong, but he bears a poisoned blade. Okay. So her advice is, if you want to fight the Ashkan and his supporters, know your enemy and come prepared. That's what we've been doing. We've been asking about them. She says she thinks I'll defeat them in single combat. But probably not together. Alright, so tell me about the peace-loving Arabenimson. So she says some of them only wish to live and hunt as they have in the past and do not wish to anger their neighbors by raiding in warfare. But the Ashkan and his supporters are strong and sure of themselves, and they've grown rich by raiding and fighting, and will not be ruled by the counsel of their wise woman. So she says, under the previous Ashkan, Han Amu's father, Iron Amu, the Arabenimson grew bold and arrogant, confident in their strength of arms. Now the Ashkan Ulath Pal and his champions have become cruel and violent, and our people live in fear. So she wishes Iron Amu's son, Han Amu, might become the new Ashkan, but they're weak. Han Amu will never challenge Ulath Pal, let alone all his supporters. So she says that Han Amu is the son of the former chief, but nothing like his father. His birth gives him a strong claim to lead the tribe, but of the many virtues required by an Ashkan, he lacks only 3 things: strength, courage, and wisdom. Ouch. So I'm guessing she's going to be the power behind the throne in that case. Either way, I think we shall get our axe ready and put on our regular boots and challenge these guys. Hello. I am the Outlander that claims to fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies. So I'm just going to follow the advice.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
He wasn't so tough. Okay, he's got some cool named weapons and armor. Your hand, your hand. Okay, so he's got some cool magic equipment. Does he have anything in his hut that's worth taking? Not really. Alright, that's 1 down. Not him. Not Hanamu. Ashu Ahe. This guy is supposedly the strongest.
There is no escape.
So he's just straight up, I heard what you did. Okay. He has another cool enchanted piece of armor we're going to take. And now, the Ashkan's yurt.
There is no escape. There is no escape.
Alright. Ooh. What even is that? Got some cool enchanted items on all of them. The War Axe, Iron Amu. So I've got Renabi, Ahez, Ashu Ahu, and Ulath Pal. Okay. That's all of them. Now let's go talk to the wise woman again. So she says, with Ulath Pal and his supporters dead, we may consider the Nerevarine prophecies and how I might be named the Arabenimson Nerevarine. She says, with them out of the way, it's a simple matter to be named Nerevarine. All I need to do is persuade Han Amu to become the Ashkan of the Arabenimson. Seek him out in his Gulak yurt. Be prepared, however. Hanaamu is not the material one would choose when looking to make an Ashkan. He may be difficult to persuade. Alright. So she says, if I hope to persuade him, I need to find a way to give him strength, willpower, and intelligence. He is unpopular with the tribe, and he knows it. But if he bore tokens recognized by all the tribe as conferring strength, willpower, and intelligence, it would give him the confidence to accept the responsibilities of tribe leadership. So I carry Sanet Kill's Heart of Fire. That is an example of the token recognized by all the tribes. It was the power amulet of Sanet Kill, a witch warrior in service to the legendary wise woman Kenitu Nidla, and Ahaz's father had it from Kenitu Nidla. Perhaps if you gave that amulet, it would give him the courage of a witch warrior. All right. Well, let's go talk to him and see what he's about.
Welcome.
Yes, Hanaamu. Hanaamu. She says no matter what Minerai says, he's not interested. He doesn't want to be Ashkan. So let's butter him up a bit. He likes us as much as he possibly can now. He says, everyone despises me. I'm a weakling, a coward, and a fool. I hate it, but it is true. I just want to be left alone. We've all been there, buddy. Okay, so I can give him the amulet and make a little speech, or I can show him the amulet and make a little speech. I'm going to give him the amulet and make a little speech. He says, your lesson is clear. It is the amulet that gives courage in battle, and it is the idea of the amulet that gives confidence to the tribe. But it is the Ashkan who wears the amulet, the Ashkan who accepts responsibility for the safety of the tribe, who holds the fate of the tribe in his hands. This is a sobering lesson, and I must give it thought. So I've got the axe of his father. So I'm going to give him the axe and make a little speech. He says, yeah, the lesson's clear. It's the axe that gives strength in war, and it is the idea of the axe that gives confidence to the tribe. But it is the Ashkan who bears the axe, the Ashkan who accepts responsibility for the safety of the tribe, who holds the fate of the tribe in his hands. Yada, yada, yada. He's going to think about it. Okay. Finally. Please, I don't want to be Ashkan. Don't you understand? I won't be any good at it. I'm going to be a complete failure and everyone will hate me even more than they do now. Please, I just want to be left alone. Okay.
Welcome.
Am I missing an item that I should have? Let me go check. Let me go check the bodies again. Feel like there's something I don't have that I should be able to show him. Thought I grabbed everything magical, but I could be wrong. Robe of Irudan the Wise. Okay. It wasn't enchanted, so I missed it. All right, buddy. I've got another present and another lesson for you. You gotta quit being such a little baby, is what the lesson is. Okay, yes. The lesson is clear. It's the Ashkan who wears the robe, the Ashkan accepts responsibility, yada, yada, yada. Now the old Ashkan's dead. It's your deal. Do the thing that you gotta do, man. Come on. Okay. He's gonna be Ashkan even though he doesn't want to be. Thank you. And he names me Naravarine. says he promises that as Ashkan, he will do his best to amend the dark reputation of the Arabenimson, and as his first action as chief, he will name me Arabenimson Neravarine, champion of the Arabenimson, protector of the people. I must also go to the wise woman and get from her the seizing of the Arabenimson, an enchanted heirloom of the tribe, which will be assigned to all Dunmer that the Arabenimson have named me Neravarine. All right, let's go talk to her. Yeesh. What a little baby. Kill all your rivals for you, and you're ungrateful.
A warm welcome to you.
Okay, yes, Hanamu is now the Ashkan. She says now we will see if he grows in wisdom and becomes a good and wise chief like his father. Yeah, she's going to give me the seizing of the Arabenimson, a tribal heirloom that ought to be held by their chosen champion, as a token that we have named you Neravarine. Okay, I took it. Alright, you have anything worth buying? Always gotta check. Okay, so I'm Neravarine. When will I go to Red Mountain to face the Devil Dagoth? Soon. So, we have been named Neravarine by all 4 Ashlander tribes. We've been named Hortator, or War Leader, by all 3 of the great houses of Vardenfell. If we fulfilled those conditions, we were told that we could meet with the old archcanon of the temple and see about getting a secret meeting and clearing this big misunderstanding up, because, hey, this Neravarine thing is actually happening. This is true, man. So that's what we're going to do. First, though, we're going to go back to my little portable house, and we're going to get rid of all this stuff that we're carrying, because we are carrying so much stuff right now. All sorts of heirlooms, which we can deposit. Got a couple named weapons. Alright, so I have been putting my named weapons. How do I fix that? There we go. Here, I'm not going to worry too much about making them look super pretty. That's pretty good. Anyway, our house is getting pretty decorated. It's awesome. Do I have... I've got armor somewhere. I've been putting the armor upstairs, I think. Yes. Yeah, we got armor up here. So... we've got Mountain Spirit. Put it up on the wall. Whoops. Why didn't it stick? There we go. Okay, it should be a little higher to match. Ta-da! Okay. Boneweave Gauntlet, Bone Dancer Gauntlet, okay. Drop those on the floor. We have more enchanted items to put up as decoration. Oh, and I guess we got to keep the robe. He didn't take that one from us. Let's see. We got a glove. We got another glove. We got another glove. We got a glove here. Wow. Look at all the gloves. What else do we need to get rid of? The rest is fine. That's enough weight. I don't feel like decorating on stream. Maybe once all the adventuring is over, we can have a look at all our cool stuff and maybe rearrange things. But for now, I am going to get out of here. And we're going to go to Vivek. So I think probably we need to cast Elmcivi Intervention and get to the nearest temple, which I think will be Molagmar. Yes, excellent. And from here we can take the Silt Strider to Vivek, I think. Yes. That's the plan, at least. Ooh, that's quite a drop. Okay, we're good, we're good. Get up out of the water. So we are approaching the end game. We are getting to the end of the main quest at this stage. Pretty soon, everyone is going to recognize us. They're going to know we are the ancient hero Nerevar Reborn.
Just for you. Same low
Cast
price.
Elmcivi Intervention again. Now, okay, yes. I do want to meet the Archcanon. So he's in his private quarters and he very much wishes to speak with me. But she has to warn me to avoid confrontation with the Ordinators at all cost. The Archcanon has spoken with the High Fane Ordinators, but if you are a wanted criminal, they may try to arrest you. The blood of faithful servants of the temple is spilled. It will make a reconciliation all that much more difficult. Fair. Southern half of the East Chapel of the High Fane. Oh, but there's a private back entrance. A door on the eastern canal side level leads through a smaller room and into the Serione's private quarters. The door is always locked and the Ordinators control the keys. Okay. The east canal side entrance we can try for. Or I could just walk in. I'm just going to try walking in. Maybe they'll attack us, maybe they won't.
Where is that slave?
Where is he? The southern half of the East Chapel of High Fane. Okay. So High Fane is up here. We're just going to be super confident about it. This isn't his room. Oh, that would be why. Because that was the western half. Oh, that's the guy. Okay, that was easy. So, he says, "Thank you for coming, Dorcas Malorcas. You know the temple's doctrine on the Nerevarine. Perhaps it is time to change that doctrine." So he says that the temple must protect the people from false doctrines, and your association with the Imperial Intelligence Service makes your motivations and integrity suspect. But you've been chosen Hortator and Nerevarine by the Dunmer people. And we've reached a crisis with Dagoth-Ur. We can no longer defend the people against the awakened Sixth House. You and your prophecies represent our last hope. The situation is desperate, but he would rather have me hear the details of our situation and the circumstances leading up to that situation from Lord Vivek himself. He has asked to see you. Would you agree to a private meeting with him and hear in person what he has to say? So Vivek is one of the 3 members of the tribunal, who are the thousands of year old god kings of Morrowind. They were friends of Nerevar, the original Nerevar. And according to various stories, they might have betrayed him, or it might have been Dagoth that betrayed him and killed him. Regardless, it was a big kerfuffle, and Nerevar ended up dead, and Vivek, Almalexia, and Sothasil ended up immortal. So yes, I will meet with Vivek. It says here are 2 keys, one to the private back entrance to his quarters and the other to the locked entrance of Lord Vivek's palace. He says, at present, the Ordinators are not completely under my control, so for now, avoid confrontations with them. Excuse me. So he says Vivek is remarkably patient, but perhaps it would be better not to keep him waiting. All right. So, let's get out of here. Just gonna avoid the Ordinators. Just want to get out of here. I'm gonna go out the south entrance. This guy's not gonna bother us. Excuse me.
Greetings.
Okay. So Vivek's living up in this palace here. So we're gonna go meet with the God King. There he is. That is Vivek.
Yes, Incarnate. I am the Liberty, and I can answer all your questions.
Okay. Alright, man. Let's talk. Says, I expected you. We have business, you and I. He says, when I was young like you, I was very impatient. So I will keep our business short. Then, later, there may be time for other things. First, I propose to remove my curse upon the Nerevarine, end the persecution of the dissident priests, and proclaim to all of Morrowind that Dorcas Malorcas is the incarnate and Nerevarine, the prophesied savior of Morrowind, and the last hope to withstand the menace of Dagoth and the Sixth House. These things I will do whether you wish or not. Next, I propose to surrender to you the power and responsibility of defeating Dagoth. You may choose to refuse. I will not compel you. You will receive the power as a gift in the form of an ancient artifact called Wraithguard. You may accept this gift and then do with it as you will. You will receive the responsibility as an oath. You may give your oath, then keep it or break it as you like. First, will you accept Wraithguard as a gift? Yes, I'll take it. He says, good. Sensible of you. And now will you give your oath before all gods and men, before all spirits visible and invisible, before my honor and your honor, to dedicate yourself and Wraithguard to the defeat and destruction of Dagoth and the preservation of Morrowind and its people. This seems like a really easy answer. Dagoth is bad news, so yeah, I was going to do that anyway, even if we didn't meet. He says, not very sensible, but very good. I was hoping for someone who would have no hesitations about making such an oath. You will now have a brief, momentary sensation of time passing. Don't be alarmed. You are being taken out of time in order to avoid the unpleasant experience of learning how to use Wraithguard. I will let it be over before... There's a brief sensation of motion in total darkness, floating but without a sense of weight or direction. You know it. Now I will notify the temple that you are our champion. There shall be no more persecution of the dissident priests, and I hope both sides shall be swiftly reconciled. We have time for questions if you like, or you may leave, as you wish. But I think there are at least 2 things you ought to know before you leave. How to use Wraithguard and how to defeat Dagoth. Okay, so he says, he's my host, and we have time for explanations, or counsel, or questions, or bitter recriminations, if I like. Or I may leave. But before I leave, I should learn how to defeat Dagoth and how I must use the artifact Wraithguard. So let's hear about how to defeat Dagoth first off. So he says, to defeat Dagoth-Ur, I must go to Red Mountain and recover the artifact hammer Sunder from the Gate Citadel Venenal, then recover the artifact blade Keening from the Gate Citadel Odrasal. We actually have Keening already. We were in Odrasal on an unrelated quest earlier. So proceed with Wraithguard, Sunder, and Keening to the Citadel of Dagoth-Ur. Within the Citadel, find the Heart of Lorkhan. Use the 3 artifacts to sever Dagoth-Ur's connection with the Heart, and he will be destroyed and the Blight ended on Morrowind. To destroy Dagoth-Ur, I must sever his connection with the Heart of Lorkhan. To do this, strike the heart. Hey, thanks for the follow, Squidgy GG. I appreciate it. What I have to do is strike the heart with the artifact Sunder once, then strike the heart more than once with the blade Keening. I have to wear Wraithguard because I cannot handle Sunder or Keening unless I am wearing Wraithguard. That is the short, simple explanation. Here is a long, detailed explanation written down for your convenience. And I should memorize it. So, great. Let's just go through and talk to him about everything we can talk to him about. It's not every day that a god asks to talk to you, so we're going to make the most of it. Let's see. Questions. So he says, you're curious. What really happened at Red Mountain? What really happened to the Dwemer? What was the Dwemer's sin? What is it like to be a god? Do I remember being mortal? How do I feel about the people of Morrowind? Let's just go from the top. Tell me about Red Mountain.
It is lonely to be a god.
So he says in his library, he has made available 2 conflicting accounts of the events of Red Mountain. His own true account and another false account common among the Ashlanders and preserved in the Apocrypha. He doesn't care whether you believe his account or not. I leave it up to you to judge which is true. I believe we snagged those. They're probably in our house, so we can go find those. Alright, tell me about the Dwemer. He says, I have no idea what happened to the Dwemer. He has no sense of them in the timeless divine world outside of mortal time, and in fact, if I did believe they existed, I would be in no hurry to make contact with them. They may, with some justice, hold the Dunmer race responsible for their fate. His intuition is that they are gone forever, and that is perfectly fine with him. So we solved this in a previous stream. No big deal. They fucked up royally is what happened.
It is lonely to be
Alright, what was the Dwemer's sin? He says that the sin of the Dwemer was the creation of a new god from the substance of a dead god, Lorkhan. This is also the sin for which we would destroy Dagoth-Ur. He hesitates to call it sin. More properly, call it destructive evil. The sin of the tribunal, however, is in the breaking of an oath to Azura to forbear from tapping the heart with Kagranat's tools, and in the folly of seeking to become gods. Breaking the oath was evil, becoming gods was folly. If we sinned, we have paid the price. So this is getting into my pet theory here. I have a conspiracy theory. I'm sure that I'm not the first person to have this. It's very heavily hinted at. The Daedra Prince Azura is kind of responsible for Nerevar. Like, she was a good friend of Nerevar. She liked him. And she likes the Dunmer. She's kind of like their patron. But, again, she said, don't make yourselves immortal. Don't use this Heart of Lorkhan. Don't do it. It's dangerous. It's not good. Don't do it. They promised not to do it. They did it anyway. They're immortal. Azura's mad. I think that me being the Nerevarine is not because I'm actually Nerevar Reborn. I think Azura has been manipulating events, and this is like a 6,000-year-old revenge scheme on Azura's behalf. And we just happen to be the patsy that is in the right place at the right time. That being said, Dagoth-Ur is actually a bad dude, so we're going to actually get him. But in the process of severing Dagoth-Ur's connection with the heart, I think what's going to happen... Well, I know what's going to happen. I've played this many times. But it's heavily implied at this stage that it's going to also prevent the tribunal from coming back to the heart and renewing their immortality. We already know that they have this problem because Dagoth has woken up from his thousands-year-long slumber and stole Keening and Sunder and Wraithguard, and not Wraithguard, Keening and Sunder from them so that they can't renew themselves. So their immortality and power has been fading for a few hundred years now. But if I go in there and I bust up the heart, they're not going to be able to do that ever again. So I think this is Azura's ultimate plot. That's my theory. I think it's a pretty good theory. And I guess we will move on. Let's ask him what it's like to be a god. He says it's like being a juggler. Things are always moving, and you learn to know where they are without even thinking about it. Only there are many, many, many things moving. No, I think the Dwemer destroyed themselves. I think as the Battle of Red Mountain was happening thousands of years ago, I think Kagranak got desperate and tried to use the Heart of Lorkhan, which he was using to create Anumidium, which is an artificial god. I think that he desperately tried to use it to tap its power, and he screwed up big time, and all the dwarves disappeared all at once. We had a previous session where we sort of like took all the clues and put them together and solved this mystery, or at least solved it as good as we can. It is still a little mysterious, but I think the Dwemer destroyed themselves is what happened. Now, the Tribunal, before they were gods, were making war on the Dwemer because they opposed creation of this artificial god. That's why there was a war in the first place, that the Dwemer were secretly building this thing. So he says, sometimes, like any juggler, you drop something. And he's afraid it's become a lot more a matter of dropping things lately. There's too much to do and not enough time, and he's losing his touch. Perhaps he's growing old. He says, it's a bit like being at once awake and asleep. Awake, I am here with you, thinking and talking. Asleep, I am very, very busy. Perhaps for other gods, the completely immortal ones, it is only like that being asleep. Out of time. Me, I exist at once inside of time and outside of it. It's nice never being dead, too. When I die in the world of time, then I'm completely asleep. I'm very much aware that all I have to do is choose to wake, and I'm alive again. Many times I have deliberately tried to wait patiently a very long, long time before choosing to wake up. And no matter how long it feels like I wait, it always appears, when I wake up, that no time has passed at all. That is the God place, the place out of time, where everything is always happening all at once. Okay. Do you remember being mortal? He says he remembers, but he does not feel it. He can, if he choose, remember the feeling, but he does not choose. It is very, very sad being mortal. There is happiness, but mostly sadness. As he has said, count only the happy hours. For mortals they are all too few. But for gods, for me, there is no more feeling, only knowing. Not quite no more feeling. He still wants to win. He wants to defeat Dagoth. Perhaps he has lost feeling for the people, for their suffering. He doesn't want that feeling. It's of no use to him. He says that is no longer what matters to him. He only wants not to lose. To lose would be very, very bitter. Okay. So tell me how you feel about the people of Morrowind. He says he loves the people of Morrowind. I became a god to make their lives more comfortable and secure. I am most close to my faithful followers. I am literally in their hearts and minds. I feel the most sympathy with House Redoran. They are Dunmer driven by creeds and deeds, like I am. Hey, I joined House Redoran. That's my deal. He says House Indral is closer to the compassion and sympathy of Almalexia, a comfortable and secure serenity. House Talvani matches the disposition of my brother Sothasil, iconoclastic, profane, unconventional. House Hlalu represents the future of the Dunmer, integrated into the sophisticated mainstream of the traditionless, raceless, godless culture of the Empire. House Dress represents the past of pre-tribunal Great House culture, a persistent tradition of Daedra and ancestor-worshipping civilized Dunmer clans. And I even love the Ashlanders for the preservation of the most ancient barbarian tribal traditions of the Dunmer who first settled Morrowind. Yeah, you know, I love the Telvanni's, if it's not useful, we have no use for it thing. Like, they don't care about tradition. They just want to be left alone to do their thing. Not so cool with their enthusiasm for slavery, but 1,000-year-old wizards who have mushroom towers to live in is pretty freaking cool. Let's face it. Okay. Let's ask him for counsel. So he says, I need to know where is Dagathur, what are his plans, who are his servants, who he is, what are his powers, what is known about his defenses, and how we can prepare for battle, and who can help. Okay. So, where is Dagathur? Let's just go through the list. There's going to be a lot of dialogue tonight, folks. I apologize. This is an extremely lore-heavy stream because we are really advancing the main plot at this stage and getting ready for the endgame. So Dagathur has never ventured out of the Heart Chamber, the place under Red Mountain where the heart of Lorkhan lies. It is there or nearby that he is constructing a new god, a Kulakhan, also known as the Second Numidian. Okay, what are his plans? So he says we know nothing for sure, but we have learned much from interrogating Sixth House cultists and victims of dream compulsions, and from their study of Dagathur's actions. The Temple Scholars and Inquisitors have prepared the document, Dagathur's plans, that summarizes what we know or suspect. Take this copy, it's also available in my library. I believe we stole a copy of that a long, long time ago. Okay. Who are his servants? So chief among the servants are his 7 brothers, the Ash Vampires, powerful heart-wights and cunning sorcerers of old. These creatures appear to die, but are always revived at the heart. Somehow Dagathur has conferred some portion of his immortality upon them. Perhaps they sustain themselves through more conventional sorcery. Okay, cool. Okay, what's his deal? So he was the former Lord High Counselor of House Dagoth. He was of Lord Nerevar's generation, older than we, and a mighty sorcerer and enchanter in life. In his sustained shadow immortality, he appears to be a highly intelligent, severely deluded, immortal monster with unparalleled supernatural abilities. He appears by turns lucid and deranged, compassionate and bestial, profoundly wise and profoundly disordered. In short, he is a mad god. Okay. What are his powers then? So he's able to send his mind into the dreams of susceptible victims across vast distances. The victims are either swayed by his compulsions or driven mad. He also seems nearly invulnerable to physical and magical harm. His flesh and the flesh of his followers evolves towards a mutable magical form. Dagathur in the highest ranks can control the distorted manifestations of their flesh. Lower ranks lose control of their bodies and become mindless corporous monsters. We have seen this. Okay, what are his defenses? So he says, talk to the Ordinators and Buoyant Armigers. Armiger, I guess? I don't know why French would be in this game, but there we go. Garrisoning Ghostgate for the latest information about the defenses of the citadels of Dagathur and his Heart-White kin. Okay. How do we prepare for battle? He says, prepare for war. Beyond the Ghost Fence, there are no safe places, no allies. Stockpile resources. Plan for retreat and replenishment. Quest for artifacts of power. Fair. Who can help? It says Ordinators and Buoyant Armigers stationed at Ghostgate have the most practical knowledge of the nightmare world inside the Ghost Fence. Seek them in my name for counsel and aid. And he's got more to say about his plans. Okay, I have a copy. He's given him a copy of the proposed plan. Okay. Explanations. Oh, he's got a lot more. Okay. He's got more stuff to say to us. So, he says, you want to know, why did I wage war on the Nerevarine? Why did I try to suppress the Apocrypha? Why did I persecute the dissident priests? Why is Dagoth winning the war? How does the tribunal fight Dagoth? What are Wraithguard's powers? From the top. Okay. Why did he try to kill me? Well, because you threatened the faith of my followers, and I needed their faith to hold back the darkness. And I thought you were my enemy, a pawn of the subtle Daedra Lord Azura, or a pawn of the Emperor Uriel Septim, or a simple fraud. Perhaps a hero, but not much of one if my faithful could destroy you. Now circumstances are altered. I need you and you need me. I do think we are a pawn of Azura. Absolutely. And the Emperor's got money riding on this as well. I don't think he would appreciate if Dagoth took over Morrowind and ousted the Empire. Turned everyone into corpus beasts. That's probably not something the Emperor wants to happen. Okay. Why did you suppress the Apocrypha? He says because it was such an unfortunate mixture of truth, falsehood, and speculation that he couldn't afford to manage the confused reaction of the faithful. Any doubt whatsoever weakened their faith, and we needed their faith to give us the power to maintain the ghost fence. In retrospect, perhaps we lost the faith of those we most needed while preserving the faith of the meek and indifferent. Perhaps a mistake was made. Who can say? Okay, I'm sure that leads into why he persecuted the dissident priests. He says, suppression and persecution of dissent is one of the standard tools of statecraft. I believe we erred in trusting the judgment of Barrow Sala. He and his ordinators served valiantly in the war against Dagoth. We mistook his misplaced zeal for energy and dedication. Mistakes were made, but no more. There shall be no more persecution of the dissident priests, and I hope both sides shall swiftly be reconciled. Why is Dagoth winning? It's because he's close to the source of power, Lorkhan's heart, and because he retains the passion of madness, while we have settled into the lonely and unrewarding posture of dogged dutifulness and perseverance. Finally, perhaps it is because he is stronger and smarter than we, and his followers are more fervent and fanatical. I believe we were careless and complacent and outwitted, and in the matter of denying the Nerevarine, we were foolish. So how does the tribunal fight Dagoth? He says, in the past, the tribunal made seasonal campaigns to Red Mountain. We slew Dagoth and his kin, though the heart always revived them in time. Later, when we realized we couldn't destroy them, we created the Ghost Fence to contain the threat. These solutions were effective until Dagoth ambushed us and captured Sunder and Keening. Since that time, our fortunes have waned as his increased. Okay. Again, this is something we've known for a while. We've sort of pieced the evidence together and figured this out. What are Wraithguard's powers? Whoops. So Wraithguard's primary function is to protect the wearer from the fatal energies of the artifacts Sunder and Keening. It also has minor protective enchantments against physical and magical damage that you may find useful. So yeah, we have to wear Wraithguard to be able to use Keening or Sunder. One last thing to talk to him about. Oh, he's got some more that opened up. So he says, you want to chide me. Why did I murder Nerevar? Why did I break my oath to Azura not to use Kagranak's tools? Why did I cause others to suffer? Okay, did you murder Nerevar? He says, we did not do that. We did not murder Nerevar. Incorrect. The legend that we murdered Nerevar comes from a story told by a shield companion to Nerevar, Alondro Sul, who lived among the Ashlanders. The Ashlanders have retained Alondro Sul's account, as part of their oral histories. The account is persuasive in some details, implausible in others, and in any case, false. I have 2 accounts of Nerevar's death in my library. Read them and judge for yourself. Okay. Why did you break your oath to Azura? He says, along with Nord Nerevar and at his insistence, Almalexia, Sothasil and I swore before our god of oaths at the time, the Daedra Lord Azura, never to employ the tools of Kagranak for any purpose. We broke our oaths. We turned our backs on the old gods. I see no compelling reason to worship any of the Aedra or Daedra. But for the respect I held for Nerevar and the respect I held for myself, I should never have betrayed my oath. Of all my life's actions, I most regret that failure. And why did he cause others to suffer? He says, I respect that question and you for it. The most I can say is, I did the best I could as I saw things. Can you, mortal, presume to judge the actions and motives of a god? But because I need you and you need me, I will make an accounting for my sins to you. But not now. Destroy Dagoth and then we shall discuss my sins. Then perhaps you will have earned the right to judge me. That's it, folks. We've done it all. So we should look at the document he gave us. With the plan to defeat Dagoth. Okay, it's quite long. We're gonna skim. So the tribunals tried to do this for a while, but they keep failing because they have to both stage an assault and maintain the ghost fence. Excuse me, to prevent the threatened large-scale breakout of Dagoth's hosts. But with the Nerevarine leading the assault, they can maintain the ghost fence, and I can do the thing. So, 5 phases. Raids to scout inside the ghost fence. Aggressive raids to neutralize Dagoth's ash vampire kin and recover artifacts from their bodies. An assault on the Gate Citadel Veminal to neutralize Dagoth Vemin and recover the artifact Hammer Sunder. An assault on the Gate Citadel Odrasol to neutralize Dagoth Odros and recover the artifact Blade Keening. An assault on Citadel Dagoth with the artifacts Wraithguard, Sunder, and Keening to sever Dagoth's connection to the heart of Lorkhan and thus to destroy Dagoth. Yeah. So phase 1 is pretty straightforward. We're going to go inside the ghost fence and see what's going on. We've done a little of this in the temple quests already. 2 is we're going to raid Ash Vampire Citadels. Okay. Yada, yada, yada. Using the tools. Okay, so they acknowledge that by doing this, we might destroy the tribunal as well. At the very least, they're going to become mortal again. So we're going to sever his connection to the heart and then murder him like we would a normal person.
It is lonely to be a god.
They're not going to teach me how to become a god. They're just going to teach me how to bust shit up. They say that Dagoth, if he's desperate, might offer to teach me. But they think that probably I'm smart enough not to trust Dagoth. Never equip Keening or Sunder unless I'm wearing Wraithguard. Never let Dagoth get a hold of Wraithguard. Dagoth, it's a Sauron and the Ring of Power situation. He's simply never going to expect that I'm going to destroy the enchantments on the heart. He doesn't know it's possible. He wouldn't do it himself, and he knows we've never tried it. Okay. Yeah, he might try to recruit me. He's been trying for a while. So yeah, this is our plan, but you're the Nerevarine. Do your thing. Anyway, good luck, buddy, is basically what it says. So what are his plans? So what do they think Dagoth wants to do? So he wants to establish a theocracy based on the new god he's making. Cool. He's going to oust the tribunal. He's going to drive all non-Dunmer out. He's going to drive the Empire out. He's going to recover the ancient territories that are now in Skyrim and Argonia. He's going to conquer the continent. Yeah. The usual. Oh, we got a little timeline. Okay. So, we got a lot of info there. Let's take a look at Wraithguard. It's probably better than what we're currently wearing. Yep. So it's equivalent armor rating to the Daedric Gauntlet that I'm wearing, but it has some cool enchantments on it. Some extra shielding, some reflect magic, resisting a few elements. We're gonna wear it. Looks cool. It looks cool.
It is lonely to be done.
Yeah. So it's better than what we're currently wearing. We're just gonna wear Wraithguard. It's cool. All right. So, what we want to do is we wanna get all these ash vampires. So we've done. I'm just looking at a list online. Because we've done a lot of these already. These sixth house citadels. We want to get all the ash vampires. So I think we should probably go to Veminal first and get Sunder. That's probably the best thing for us to do. Not sure we have it. Oh, we do have Veminal on the map. Okay. So I think we got to it through Kogaroon. But probably the best way to get to it... Yeah. I think we go... I think we can go through Kogaroon. But... do we want to? Should we just go straight through Ghost Gate? Being inside Red Mountain is not as big a deal anymore. Because we are immune to Corporous disease. In fact, we're immune to all disease, which makes it much less annoying to be in there. First off, we're just going to use a little portable house and drop off some of our stuff that's taken up weight. I'm not going to decorate, I'm just going to kind of drop it. We'll worry about it later. Just throw it on the counter. What do we got? What do we got? We got the Robe of the Hortator. We got the Ring of the Hortator. You've got all these Ashlander things. We'll deal with it all later. We don't need to be carrying it. We're gonna keep Moon and Star. That seems cool to have. What else? What else? I'll put the helmet down there. We're gonna get rid of this robe. I will put the Daedric Gauntlet up. I think I've already got a Daedric Gauntlet. Is the left gauntlet? Oh, hey. Got a pair. Good stuff. What else do I need to drop? I don't need a Jink Blade. Throw it in the to be sold box. Okay, good enough. Throw our alchemy ingredients in our alchemy ingredient desk. Good. Alright. That significantly improved the amount of weight we were holding. 15. Alright. There's keening, by the way. We have keening already. So we want to get Sunder. And actually, Sunder's probably... oh, and we've got a shield there I want to sell at some point. Put it on the pile. Sunder's actually a really good weapon, so we want it. So, let me think of what the easiest way to get up there is at this stage. First off, we're going to put our magic boots on so that we're walking faster. On. We are going to... Not a lot. I've been very vanilla friendly. So there's some vanilla friendly high-res texture mods. So they all look more or less like upscaled versions of the original textures. There are a lot of high-res texture mods that really change the look of the original textures, which I dislike. You know, I've got Morrowind graphic extender on, so like we've got the distant lands on, so I could see from a very large distance. You know, there's shaders and stuff. Again, all vanilla-friendly cosmetic stuff. The only big game-altering mod that I'm using is I forget what it's called, but it's a leveling mod. That makes the leveling less of a pain to micromanage. If you're familiar with how the leveling system works in Morrowind originally, you had to micromanage which skills you were gaining every level. You absolutely should. This game is incredible. It really holds up. Even without mods, it's great. Except for the leveling system. So the leveling mod I have, it works a little bit more like Skyrim. So your attributes are derived from your skills, rather than you have to micromanage your skill games to add to your attributes. It just makes it a lot easier. I can just play the game and not worry about, oh no, I need to gain 2 more points worth of strength skills, and I didn't get enough worth of intelligence skills this level, and oh no, I've got too many points in my main class skills. It's just super annoying. So that's the only like non-vanilla friendly mod. I guess unless you count the little portable housing mod. All of the housing in the vanilla game kind of sucks. It's in bad places. It's not great for decorating. It's just kind of annoying and useless. So I have a little portable house mod that I can cast a spell and visit anytime I want. So that's a little cheaty. But honestly, you become pretty godlike pretty quick in this game if you know what you're doing. I've avoided doing like alchemy exploits or enchanting exploits or anything like that. Yeah, exactly. But it lets me just play as a battle mage and use my skills, and it's great. I don't have to worry about anything. So I think I want to go... I want to get up to Ghost Gate, which is up here. So probably we'll take the Silt Strider.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
So we're going to go up to Balmora, and probably to Aldrune.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Aldrune is probably the closest we're going to get. We're going to have to hike over to Ghost Gate now, which is a little southeast. That's fine. We've got our Boots of Blinding Speed on. We can go pretty quick. And I'm going to drink one of my Restore Fatigue potions so that I can keep running the whole way. And it shouldn't take us long at all. due east from here. That's Caldera. Not gonna bother fighting any of the wildlife if I don't have to. You're gonna try to fight me though. Zoom. That's Ghost Gate up there. You're gonna make an issue of this, aren't you? Just about there. So we're gonna chat with the Ordinators and Voyant Armigers here. Yes, yeah, I would actually... Maybe I wouldn't love, but I was going to say I would love to know how many Cliff Racers I played in this playthrough. There's a lot of streams to go through. I'm not going to count it. But if I were to start over again, I would love to put a little counter up for Cliff Racers killed. And just click a little button every time we kill a Cliff Racer. Okay, okay. So let's talk about the Citadels. Tell me about what's inside the Ghost Fence. So he says, all their intelligence is old. No one's ventured inside for years. The map shows the location of the Citadels of the various Ash Vampires. Sixth House creatures have become more numerous and powerful, and the most powerful can conjure powerful Daedra. Yeah, you hear a Cliff Racer coming from a mile away. So there are no safe refuges or services inside the fence. You must return here to rest and heal. Okay. So he's like, yep. Yeah, Vivek said you're the Nerevarine, so okay. Oh, this guy. This guy's interesting. This is
hello
Wolf.
there. A pleasure to meet you.
So, tell me about Ghostgate. He says it's a hell of a place. Why are you here? And I'll tell him that I'm the Nerevarine. I'm going to go confront Dagoth. He says, what a piece of luck. I'm an old Legion veteran, as old as the poor old Emperor, bless his soul. I'm too old for campaigning. I came this far to look at hell. But I can't go any farther than this. I'd take it kindly if you'd carry this old lucky coin with you when you go to Dagoth, sort of a token of the tough young hero I used to be. Would you do that for an old man? And I say, yep, I will absolutely take the lucky coin. He says, here's the coin. I've had it with me a long time, and it's always brought me luck. I've got no more use for it. I'd like to pass it on to somebody younger, somebody going places I can't anymore. Your generation's shaper of history, an engine of destiny. That coin will bring you luck on the mountain, I promise. For Emperor and Empire, as we say in the Legions, go with Kinnereth. So he says about the poor old Emperor. The Emperor's getting old, don't know how much longer he'll hang on. So is the whole Empire, for that matter. Getting old, that is. The Emperor and the Legions have held the Empire together for hundreds of years. It's been a good thing by and large, but maybe it's time for a change. Time for something young and new. What? No idea. 'Cause I'm old. Old dog don't get new ideas. But maybe young folks like you should try some new ideas. I don't know. Could be messy. But change is never pretty. Alright, so he gave me a coin. There it is. It's the old man's lucky coin.
A warm welcome
And there's a
to you.
theory that this guy is, he's an avatar of Tiber Septim, who is like the ascended, he's a god now, but he was the first emperor of the empire. That's kind of a little theory people have around him. Yeah, nobody seems to be able to see him except me.
I've
If
special
you ask them
prices
about him.
just for you today.
Does anyone
I
else
don't
have
know
anything
where to begin.
say
It is
to
such
me?
an honor to meet you.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna go up and get myself Sunder. That'll probably be enough to end the stream for tonight. But let's go over. Let's go out, I should say, and go get Sunder. So we gotta flip the switch. We got the airlock system. Now it's dumb that it doesn't let you, or it lets you open up the other side first. But it should make you, I would think, it should make you close the one before you open the other, right? Like, the idea is to keep all the Corpus monsters inside. Like those guys. And of course the Cliff Racers. So we're going up to Veminal. We're gonna kill Dagoth Vemin. We're gonna take Sunder from him. That is our mission. We got our boots of blinding speed, so I think we can make it quick. Oh, there are a lot of baddies. Yes, it's just the regular old bound Daedric axe. I generally don't use an actual weapon in this game until we get Sunder. So Sunder will be my first, like, actual weapon. Because the bound axe weighs nothing. If you're good at conjuration, it's easy to bring it out whenever you need it. It deals, like, just as much damage as the actual Daedric axe, which weighs, like, 80 stone or whatever the weight system is. What else? It increases your axe skill. It's great. There's no reason not to use it. I've got a spell I made that keeps it up for 300 seconds instead of 30, which whatever the basic bound spell does. It's just... There's no reason to use anything else for, like, the vast majority of the game. Oh, someone else is casting spells at me. Good thing I have a high magic resistance. Get out of here. So, Veminal is north. More north, at least. Hey, we're getting a little better at the axe. There's a lot of these guys in here. Okay, we are almost there. Another ascent sleeper. Anything good for us? Probably not. Get out of here. Oh, we got a cave. What is this? The Mauser Caverns. I think, if I remember correctly, maybe not. No, it's an ebony mine. Okay. Anyway, there's a cave around here that ran from under Kogaroon. There was a tunnel that burrowed under the Ghost Gate that let them set up shop in Kogaroon. So I think I'm going to have to levitate. Grab one of my levitate potions and float over the hills. Because Veminal is like right on the other side of this cliff. I'm not going to be able to climb it naturally. And I don't want to wind up and down all the volcanic rivers until I find it. Okay, it's right over here. Somewhere. Better get her axe back. There's the entrance. Okay. Veminol. Here we go, folks. I'm gonna put on my regular boots because I don't need to move quite so quickly in here. We're gonna rock Dagoth Vemin's world. He is not prepared for this. Oh, that's another Dagoth. Well, we better capture his soul then. I mean, collecting them. Okay, another one for the collection. Sixth House Amulet and a Ghoul Heart. Yeah, there's our Ash Vampire Soul. Oh, what do we got here? Useless arrows. Frost salts are good for restore magicka potions. We definitely take those. Nothing in the desk. We got some corpus meat. Some Dwemer kitchenware. We got a beastie. Okay. Dagoth Garrow. I gotta trap your soul too, man. Sixth House Amulet, we're collecting those too. Dwarven Spear. Take the coin. Got a shield, a spear, take the coin, take the coin, old rusty dwarf beds, downward we go. Nothing worth taking there. Just a quick check of all these kegs. Coins. The coins are good because they sell for 50 each. We use those for trading with Creeper. The whole thing. Oh yeah, we've got copies of that note already. We don't need another one. We've got ash statues. We don't need those. None of these are worth taking. Grandmaster's Calcinator is definitely worth taking. It's all really heavy, yeah. We are actually in Veminol right now, which is one of Dagoth's Ash Vampire Lieutenant's inner sanctums. We're going to recover the hammer Keening. Not Keening, Sunder. We have Sunder. Oh shit. I want to capture his soul. I hope I have enough soul gems for this. Okay, I got 4 more. I'm gonna have to get more grand soul gems somewhere. Nice. Yeah, we're getting quite a little Ash Vampire soul collection here. Okay. Go around the loop. Okay. You missed. You didn't miss, but I better just deal with you. I will take your heart. Okay. Need to capture your soul. Be very sad if I run out of soul gems before I get daggone dead. I need them for the collection, though. How many more do I have? We got 2 more empties. Okay. Beldo the Undying? What? I guess I didn't need his soul. That's fine.
The sleeper awakes.
Here's Dagon Themin. Says, you want to talk? You want to surrender? Boast? Talk me to death? He says, if you surrender, I'll kill you. You want to go home? Fine. I won't touch you. Oh, yeah. He's definitely Beldoth the Dying now. Okay. He says he's one of the oldest things to have ever slipped from a womb, but he's never heard of anyone talked to death. Of course, there's always a first time. I was brought up properly. I know it's not polite to interrupt, so you just go ahead, talk all you want, and when you're done, go home, or take your best shot. It's all the same to me. No, I'm definitely gonna kill you. Dagoth Themin. I want your amulet of Heart Heal, I suppose. I'll take your 6th house amulet. I will take Sunder from you, which will be my new weapon of choice. It rocks. I should. So it says, Citadel Veminal, I discovered the artifact Hammer Sunder. Yeah. I should get myself a shield, though. If I'm going to be carrying this thing around. Cool. That's it. We did it. We did it, folks. Ha. Yeah. Sorry, Beldo. Racist against Dark Elves. They prefer to be called Dunmer, actually. Now who's being racist? Do I need to do anything else in the Ghost Gate? I don't think I do. I guess I gotta keep looking for more of these fortresses in here. We can do that. We are just about at the end of my stream, but I think that's what we gotta do from here. Oh, no, you don't. Yeah, sure, that's a good ingredient. So, we are just going to, oh, of course, eat it. I'm going to continue exploring. We're going to look for more citadels in here. worst, man. I can't get Corpus anymore. So I have Corpus. I don't need any weepings. Gross. Out of here, man. Oh yeah, the weather's wonderful, right? It's the perfect vacation place. The charming wildlife. That's something there. Who's living in this one? Friendly locals. Let's find the entrance to this thing. Let's throw on one of my levitate potions. It's probably going to be the easiest way. That looks like the entrance there. Yeah, your travel agent will always recommend that you get a round of vaccinations before you come to Red Mountain. So I don't think this is I don't think this is a citadel of one of the ash vampires. I think this is just a regular Dwemer ruin. But we'll clear it out, and that'll cap off tonight's stream. Maybe I'll go back to my house and I'll pick up a shield. Okay. Oh, that's Sunder that's draining my fatigue. Oh, we got a Dwarven Spectre. It's a dwarf ghost here. I don't need that. Okay. So my house. Well, I'm House Redoran, so I have the Redoran Fortress. But I hate the Redoran Fortress. Honestly, all the player houses in the default game are shit. Pardon my French. They're not great at all. So I have, it's pretty standard. It's probably the most popular housing mod there is. Yes, it's the, what's the spell? Yeah. It's the yet another portable house mod, is what I use. And it's literally just a really simple house with some storage and display space. But what's nice about it is you can access it anywhere with a spell. Wow, that poison's really getting me, isn't it, guys? Okay. Pick this lock. Try to pick this lock. I'm not good at lock picking type stuff. But I am persistent and I carry a lot of lock picks. Grab those coins. That one's trapped, so we need a probe for it. Got one that we've already used. First try. More coins. Is that it? That's it. Okay. Okay, so that poison trap is wearing off. Great. So I will show you guys it. Because I need to pick up my shield there. So you get this spell, you can teleport to your house anywhere, and it's just a quaint little little house that I'm starting to decorate. Yeah, I'll show you my wall of Daedric items. I have almost every Daedric weapon in the game so far. I think I'm missing the Daedric mace. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's just its own little cell. What it does is it works with the mark and recall system somehow with scripting. So whenever you exit it, you'll end up back where you cast the spell initially, and it overwrites your mark spell. So if you were using mark before it, that gets wiped out. So that is one drawback, but that's fine because it's like super convenient. Yeah, it's a pretty good little mod. Like I said, like I love that there's a lot of display space. Oh, I've got like an armor mannequin mod too, so I can like set up mannequins and put armor on them. We'll get there. I've been slowly decorating. We'll probably, after the main quest, do like an actual like, we saved the world, let's decorate our house stream. It'll be a lot of fun. But for now, I'm just gonna grab my shield here. So yeah, we've got our cool shield. We've got Sunder. It's gonna be a good time. But yeah, what else is here? I got my little. Oh yeah, I gotta find more room for all these ash vampires whose souls I have now. But yeah, what else is in this mod? So you've got lots of shelves. There's some wall space. Yeah, shelves and wall space. A lot of closets and cabinets and stuff. There's like a little alchemy table where I can put my alchemy stuff and where I can store my ingredients. No skulls. Yeah, maybe I should start adding some skulls to really make it feel like a home. Right now it's just a house. But yeah, I'm putting all my like unique artifact weapons up here. What else? Put all my like Mystery of the Dwarves books out. There's like a bedroom area. It's very straightforward. It doesn't give you anything crazy. It's just like storage space. So you get yeah, there's like a bedroom up here. So there's a bed. There's a bed. More storage space. More storage space. Walk-in closet. It's great. It really is a fun part of the game. And I've got an item placement mod. Again, most of my 99% of the mods I have installed are vanilla friendly. And it includes my item placement mod. I can actually, rather than trial and error, this mod makes it like incredibly easy to move items around. I can rotate them. I can like change what they're lining up with. It is great. I love it. Yeah, exactly. Quality of life stuff. Because I love the decorating. And, like, let me tell you, back in the day, like when I was in high school playing Morrowind, I would still decorate like this. It just took freaking forever. And I don't think you could put things on walls in vanilla. I think you could only lay them out on tables. But, like, I would take the time to get them placed right. And this just makes it so easy to do. Regardless, we are at my 2-hour mark. Exactly. You got to get it right. So, that was my stream for the week. I'm Jeff, if you didn't catch my intro. I play old, obscure, and retro games every Friday for now. I am fundraising year-round as part of Extra Life. You can see the details down below. Please click on my fundraising page and check it out. There will be more details as we go forward. But the short story is That Extra Life is a group that puts gamers in connection with their local Children's Miracle Network hospital. Mine is the Toronto Hospital for Sick Children. Every penny you donate goes directly to that charity. Extra Life doesn't take any unless you check a little box to say, I want to help with some of the administration costs. I believe it's the first weekend of November they always do it. There is Game Day, which is a 24-hour fundraising and gaming marathon that everyone who participates is encouraged to do. This will be my 7th year doing it. I will be streaming the entire 24 hours. I'm starting the evening of November 3rd. It's a really good time. I will always pick something that is old to play, something from my childhood, because it's for a children's charity. Either a game I really liked as a kid or a game I really wanted as a kid. Sometimes a game that I didn't know about until I was an adult, but is from when I was a kid. But I always play something old. This year I am playing Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers, which is 1993, I believe, supernatural murder mystery horror game. It stars Tim Curry and Mark Hamill and Michael Dorn and a host of others. It's wonderful. There's voodoo. There's murders. It's a really good time. So that's what I will be leading my marathon with this year. And then after I finish that, I'll just be playing whatever keeps me awake and sane. There will be extra incentives on the fundraising page as we go on. In previous years, I've let people donate a certain amount so that I'll play a game of their choice for like half an hour. I do a lot of flight simming on my own time. And so, you might be able to donate $20 and get me to visit a particular location in the real world, in the virtual world. All sorts of stuff like that. Probably my incentives are going up over the next week, so stay tuned for next week. Oh, there we go right there. I've got the little bot coming up with the details again. But regardless, it's a really good time. It's a really good cause. At the very least, I appreciate your support if you come to my 24-hour marathon and just chat with me, keep me awake. That helps more than you realize. Anyways, folks, this has been a really good, productive stream. We're the Nerevarine now. We are heading toward the end of the main quest of Morrowind, at least the main game. We haven't reached the expansions yet. Thank you, Viewsum. I appreciate you coming out to watch. And like I said, I'm back here every Friday playing Morrowind for now, but that'll probably change after the main quest. I'm probably not going to do the expansions right away. And in November, I'm doing my big 24-hour marathon, so stay tuned for more details about that. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your weekends, and I will hopefully catch you next time. Later, folks.